Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Bro, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey,
on the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. He finds his man. Complete. It's Beck. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
Play action. Now it's Tua. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Throwing on 2nd down. Tua. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Tua. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And
ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was...
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The Bengals at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua.
Forced out to his left.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Right 2. Forward red. Set cut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati will give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tua. It's brought in by Harris.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. 2nd quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. 2 and now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. C.Bailey with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
11.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on second and long. Burrow. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Gun.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
11, mighty.
Play action. It's Burrow. He's going to let it go again. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TV.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Right. Steal. Steal.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Runs over him. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
2 and now on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Jack rep.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Looking to pass. Tua.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
Oh, wide open, complete.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, right, the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Okay, right.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check you.
From the gun, it's Tua. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to go up top again. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, your the wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. This shit in space, yeah. Then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting gone.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Marzelli, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, no that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We going honest, we going.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. He'll get that one complete to Connor. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. And now off to the races down the right side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown Bengals. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Woods.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From midfield now, Burrow.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
11 mighty.
Burrow on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. 14. Steelers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that's...
Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Tua.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an intercept.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Reagor, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
11 empty. 11. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Now, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now it's Burrow.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. Touchdown! A great play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
It feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Tua. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ready, set.
Tua now on first down. This ball complete to Rager. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw again on second down. Tua. It's brought in by Harris. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Tua to throw again. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to pass. Tua. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Gun.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
11.
Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out deep for Woods. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Here we go.
50.
And they run with Harris off the option.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He gets it complete to Harris.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Down inside the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's good for 28.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
DeAndre Swift.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here we go.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Thomas.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
I'm fine, ready?
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Tua.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Tua going to throw.
Open right side, complete to Rager.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Tua now on 1st down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Rager.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Okay, right.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Strike. Check striking. Yellow. Run.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to roam now. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run right here with Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has him an extra point away from tying things up.
This is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up. That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. They find some open field here.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
11 MT, hey!
Mixon again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Check snap. Check pick.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
11.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On 1, right?
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow, blue. White.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Najee Harris,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5.
Bengals 51.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
On 2.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snap.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Bengals 32-yard line.
38.
Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side Swift.
And I think this defense knew what was coming.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call it. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mouth before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the piano chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Millions at me, I make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature zero. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heaven and then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my way up, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cuts in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Babies for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them know that the same. Me and them know that the same. For I die, they gon' know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up? You know what's up? You pretend, you gonna lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up?
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in the ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 19